Hello, I'm Gwen Griffin, and this is your November update from Old World Foundation. November is a time to give thanks, and we want to thank and recognize some special people who have helped us this year. First of all, I want to say thank you to our volunteers. On November 7th, we held a joint volunteer recognition event at Old World, Wisconsin to recognize the Old World Wisconsin volunteers and the Old World Foundation volunteers. We especially recognize those who had given over 5 years of service to both organizations. We also want to thank all those who entered photos in our photo contest this year. You can see the winning photos on our website at oldworldfoundation.org. We held a reception the same night as the volunteer reception to thank those people. So that's another important thank you. In addition, we wanted to thank the judges of the photo contest for donating their time to help judge the photos that were entered. And also the photo contest sponsors. We couldn't host the contest and do what we do and give the prizes that we give without the support of our sponsors. Also this summer, we hosted our first Sunset Soiree fundraiser. And we want to thank those sponsors again for their support. The Hagwood family, One Touch Point, Citizens Bank, and also the table sponsors, LSP Whitewater, Standard Process, and Horlocker Nacy. We appreciate their support of this fundraiser. A few weeks ago, before the weather got really nasty, we went over to Old World, Wisconsin and talked to Director Dan Fries about the historic preservation projects that were completed at Old World this past year. So let's watch that video now. We're here at Old World, Wisconsin today, and I'm talking to Dan Fries, the director of Old World, Wisconsin, talking about some historic preservation projects that happened at Old World this year. So we are standing in front of the 1880s Yankee farmhouse called Sanford House. And Dan, tell us what went on here this year.
Well, Gwen, over the past year or two, with the help from the foundation, we've been able to catch up on a lot of maintenance that this building has been needing. So the first thing we had to do, and you can't see it now because it's been freshly painted, is we had to repair a lot of the rotted wood that needed to be fixed before we could put a new coat of paint on it. So that took about a year just to go through. Brian Soom, our historic carpenter here on staff, did all of that work. And then once all the repairs that were made, then we brought in an outside contractor to do the exterior painting, which took several months just to do the painting part.
Right. Yeah, a lot. And the year before that, the yard was renovated and new plantings here, and the interior had some work done too, right?
Right, yeah. The house was built in the mid-1850s and for many years had been interpreted to its earliest possible time period. And we made the decision a couple years ago to bring the story of the Sanford family up to the 1880 period, which is the period that we focus on for the rest of the Crossroads Village. So that way all the buildings, all of the facilities in the village now are from the 1875 to 1885 period. So we reinterpreted not only the landscape out here, which you noted, but also the inside of the building as well, to show that during this period, 1875, 1885, the Sanfords began to make some changes to how the interior of the house was furnished. So the inside of the building now reflects that period in time.
Nice. So people will be able to come out for an Old World Christmas the first 2 weekends in December and see the inside of the building.
Absolutely, yeah. It'll be decorated, again, with an emphasis still on the English, the Yankee holiday customs that the Sanford families and those like them would have brought with them to Wisconsin.
Wonderful. All right. Well, we're going to head over to Clousing Barn and see what happened over there this year. We're now in front of the Clousing Barn at Old World, Wisconsin to look at the exterior paint job that was just completed. We'd like to thank Lakeside Painting out of East Troy. They discounted their rates so that we could get that in under budget for the funds that we had. And we definitely want to thank all the supporters who donated funds to have this project completed.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, so tell us about it, Dan.
Well, the Closing Barn has been our primary venue for private events and some of our larger events since 1978. But like the Sanford House, it was showing a little bit of sign of wear. It had survived the tornado in 2010, but still needed some work done on the cupola and some of the siding. So that was done first, and then the painters came in and put this beautiful fresh coat of paint on the exterior. So now the Closing Barn will be one of the anchors to our plans to invest in this area, the front doorstep for Old World, and really turn it into something special as far as a place that is a welcoming beginning experience for our guests that come during the day, but can also function as a quality event space for private events that would be held here in the afternoon and evening hours.
Wonderful. We, this year, of course, we held our Sunset Soiree in the Closing Barn, and we hold our ethnic holiday dinner in the barn. But as you said, it's an event space, so you have weddings that come, corporate parties.
Yeah, weddings, family reunions, birthday parties. It sees a lot of different use. And it's a big open space that can easily accommodate up to 175 people for a seated event, and even more for something that's more of an auditorium style event. So it's our largest covered workspace. And we were also able to get an investment from the state of Wisconsin on a new heating system to make the space usable more during the winter season too.
Great, wonderful. Well, thank you again to everyone who donated to make this project happen. There are several more projects at Old World that need to be worked on next year.
Always projects at Old World.
So I'm sure we'll be talking about those in the near future, but we just wanted to give you an update of two of the major projects that were completed this year. So thanks, Dan.
Yeah, thanks.
As you can see, it's been another busy year at Old World, Wisconsin. And we couldn't do it without you, without the support from our friends, partners, and our sponsors. And last week we held our annual meeting, and that was a celebration of all that you've accomplished at Old World, Wisconsin this year. We announced there that we have given over $92,000 to Old World, Wisconsin this past year. And in addition, they have over $180,000 yet available for specific projects and programs there. But of course, there's always a need at Old World, Wisconsin, whether it's historic preservation, the animals, the gardens, children's programming, marketing, or even more. So thank you so much for your continued support. I want to just throw in a quick reminder that our Mexican holiday dinner fundraiser is coming up December 7th, 8th, and 14th. We are sold out on December 7th, but we do have tickets available yet on the 8th or the 14th. So please visit oldworldfoundation.org or call our office at 262-594-2922 to get your tickets today. We want to wish you and your family a bountiful Thanksgiving and a happy holiday season as we move into December. Thank you so much.